Today, I'm going to persuade you on why you should not only watch the IndyCar series, but why the series itself really needs your help. First of all, the series is faster than ever. It's got a more diverse track list than any other series on the entire planet, with 17 extremely diverse tracks. And lastly, it's the most talent-based series in the entire world. In 1996, with the CART and Indy Racing League split, the series had a massive decline in not only viewership but also attendance. It's really truly only just begun to regain its relevance as the premier racing series in the United States. Viewership is on the rise. In 1998, the series CART had only 4.3 million viewers in the United States alone. According to NBCSN, in 2017, IndyCar reported nearly 8.5 million viewers around the United States. Now, not only has the series grown in viewership on television, but also in attendance. According to ESPN, in 2016, IndyCar's flagship race, the Indianapolis 500, was sold out for the first time in nearly 30 years. The city of Indianapolis also lifted their coverage blackout, or more of a tape delay, for the first time since 1965 because of it selling out. Next is that the series really used to be the most prominent series in the United States, rivaling its European counterpart in Formula One. Foreign competition like Ferrari, McLaren, Lotus, Porsche, even BMW, tested their mettle in the United States against American motor companies. Now, currently we're in the age of dwindling automotive companies. Companies like Eagle, American Motor Company, and Duesenberg, even Offenhauser, were all prominent names in Indianapolis during the 60s, 70s, and even 80s. But because of the massive change in ownerships multiple times, and the decline of viewership, it's really cost these companies a lot of money and crippled them. The series hit a black hole in 2006 to around 2011, when the only manufacturer for the company, or for the cars, was Dallara. And for the engines, they only had Hondas. This changed in 2012 when Chevrolet stepped back onto the scene for the first time in nearly a decade. Racer Magazine reported that by 2021, the series is on enough of an upswing that they've had discussions with BMW, McLaren, and even Cosworth to come back into the series and to provide engines and even chassis for the cars. Now, why is the series the most interesting in the world? Well, first of all, like I said before, it has the most diverse track list on the planet. It has 7 road courses, which are long, sprawling, windy courses built specifically for open-wheel race cars. They have 5 ovals, which 3 of them are super speedways where the cars can get upwards of 230 miles an hour. And lastly, they have 5 street circuits, where, like the name really says, cities will create racetracks on their city streets, like in Long Beach, California, or St. Petersburg. There's even discussions in the last few years to have races in Boston and even Nashville. Now, the series is still mostly spec, with still just 2 engine manufacturers, and this really means that the cars are entirely the same, essentially. The teams have control over what engine they choose, but they also have decisions on what shocks they use. They build their own shocks, which are like the springs that go beside the tires to decide how heavy or how bouncy the cars are on the pavement. Now, the series is also the highest talent-based series in the entire country. Since the cars are spec, it takes a lot more of a driver and for a team on strategy to win the race. Last year alone, there were 8 winners in 17 different races. That's almost 50%. That shows that it takes the driver's skill and strategy to come out on top. IndyCar really and truly needs viewership. If it wants to rival Formula One, who garnered nearly 390 million viewers worldwide last year, according to Forbes, they really need more and more people to tune in and more car manufacturers to join the series. It'll not only help the series itself grow, but also help worldwide automotive industry. Thank you.